Greetings and welcome once again to my new calculus channel. My name is John Gabriel, and in this short video I'm going to be covering a topic that I've covered maybe twice in the past, but I'd like to bring it up again. So about 4 or 5 years ago I posted a comment on this site, mathematica.gr. It was short-lived. It was quickly terminated by the buffoon administrator, this guy called Mihalis Lambrou, uh, the superintendent. Anyway, um, so what did I write there? I said that this here implies that f prime of x is equal to f prime of x plus q of x comma delta. So let's look, why did I write that? Okay, and figure out why it's actually true. Well, because this difference quotient is not fx, f prime of x, but rather it's equal to f prime of x plus q of xh, which is the arithmetic mean of all the ordinates of f prime of x. Okay. Yet the mainstream buffoons imagine some mystical limiting process on the left hand side, okay, that magically spits out f prime of x. So the reality is simple. This here is the historic geometric identity. What it says is that the slope of a non-parallel secant line anchored at x and x plus h is equal to the derivative plus some slope difference. All of these, all of these are constants, okay? So as I said that in the next line, all of these are constants. So the left-hand side can only equal to f prime of x if the right-hand side equals to f prime of x, right? Which forces f prime of x to equal to f prime of x plus this slope difference. This is only possible when q of x comma h is equal to 0. And it's true in the case of a straight line, because in the case of a straight line, this is the derivative, or the slope, okay? Now, we've got constants on both sides, so if you take the limit of a constant, you still get the constant, don't you? That's literally one of your first limit rules, okay? Literally. So if k is equal to k, then lim k is equal to lim k. And if you drop limits, you get k is equal to k, right? But the mainstream math clowns can only push limits in one direction. So they'll take the limit of the left-hand side and the limit of this constant, and they'll end up presto style, and presto. The slope difference q of xh evaporates. Newton style, as if it never existed. Okay? So obviously you can see here that there's monkey business going on. But was this comment allowed to continue? No, I was booted off. This guy, this administrator, this idiot here, Mihalis Lambrou, didn't even delay. He was at the Athens airport and he told these guys to boot me off. He says, so after 41 years of teaching the meaning of the derivative to students, uh, I wasn't endowed to understand it or have evdokisa. I'm not sure what evdokisa means because my Greek is not that good, but let's look it up. We'll learn some Greek. How's that? Evdokisa? I wasn't blessed, I think it means. Well, come on. Oh, okay. Maybe that. Maybe, yes, he spelled it wrong. Oh dear, a math professor spelled this word wrong. Yeah, you can expect that from me, by the way, because I've never been to Greek school. But this guy here has been teaching the derivative for 41 years as if it makes any difference, and he spelt this word wrong. Oh, Michalaki. Lipame Parapoli. Anyway, so instantly I got kicked off by this little midget, this mental midget, this little monkey here. And that's what it says there, Tothema Clidonete. The topic is closed. Right. So, um, and I've never been allowed back on again because I was insulted too. By the way, this baboon Lambrou didn't waste time in calling me a mathematical crank. You know, he was vicious. If you read what he's written here in Greek, he's the most nasty piece of shit that you can imagine. A horrible man. I mean, can you imagine? Here he says macrothen mathematical crank, and he's wrong. He's wrong in every single respect. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to post this whole comment here so you can look at it for yourselves and see what I was saying, okay? And judge for yourself who was right and who was not, and who was wrong. So if you're not already a subscriber to my channel, please click like, become a subscriber, and follow me on Academia.edu. You'll learn more than you've ever learned from these idiots here who think that because they've been teaching for a long time that they understand what they're teaching. The problem is students come out with PhDs and they still know shit about mathematics. I am the great John Gabriel, and this is the New Calculus channel. Till next time, goodbye.